Okay, so guys, I wanted to come on here and share something with you guys mid all of these things that's going on with Kamala H, the vice president. Okay, so she said what she said the other day about the people being at the wrong rally, right? And I just started going to this church recently, and the pastor was speaking about like how, she's cool with abortion, and that's not really of God. And something dawned on me. So listen to this, guys. A while ago, it had to be in 20, like 20, like 18, 2019. I was in my room and I was writing on my journal in a book, and I was sitting in a chair next to my dresser. I'll never forget this day. So I was writing in a book, sitting next to my dresser, and the Lord had told me to go and pray. And I was like, okay, God, will go and pray. But I, kept writing because I was like, I'm going to go pray. Like, I got you. But he just pressed it heavily on me. So I was like, whoo. Like, after he told me twice, I was like, whoo, let me go just do this right now. So I turned on a woman that I pray with, that I follow on YouTube, that I used to pray with heavy, and I start praying along with her. But listen to what happened, guys. As I'm praying along with her, the Lord tells me to turn my recorder on. When I turn my recorder on, I'm thinking that, oh, he's gonna inspire me to do a prayer channel. Maybe I can pray and then people can be touched by my prayers. No. What happened was he started to pray this prayer, and I was repeating what God was saying, what I heard him saying. And it was pretty powerful. It was an experience like unto Jeremiah, and where he just made sure that, my tongue was clean before I spoke what I seen. So then he asked me, what do I see? And I was saying, oh my God. I was saying, I command 4 angels to the 4 corners of the earth. And when I seen them going in the spirit to the 4 corners, to the north, the south, the east, to the west, I stopped talking, because after I commanded them there, the Lord used me to command them. I seen that they had these bowls, really, really big bowls. And the bowls had all this blood in it. And they had these wooden stirrups. And they were at the 4 corners of the earth, guys, north, south, east, west. And they started to stir very slowly these bowls with the blood in it. They started to stir the blood. And I noticed that in one of the bowls, there was this baby's head, a head of a baby in one of these bowls. And I was like, what? This is horrible, right? And they started to pour it real slowly, all in unison at the same time on the earth, pour it down. And I seen all these black spirits and I was crying so bad. And the Lord asked me, why are you crying? And I said, because God, look at this. This is horrible. This is sad. This is so God have mercy, have mercy. I kept asking for mercy, God have mercy, God have mercy. And he told me, he comforted me, he sat in that moment with me. And then he finally said to me, I tried to give them mercy, but they didn't receive it. So they will receive judgment instead. And I just sat there so quiet and trying to be comforted by God, trying to register what it was that I was seeing. Yeah. So the reason why I'm bringing it up today is because it all starting to make sense. I think that it has to do with this whole abortion thing, the one baby's, head that was in there, that's what it probably represented. And I didn't know this whole time, so I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, there was a random baby's, head in there. And then people are like, well, what does that mean? Because I didn't know. But recently, oh my God, I feel like it was confirmed through the pastor, and then her saying that after the pastor was talking about the fact that she's cool with abortions, and now she's saying to people that they're at the wrong rally because they mentioned Jesus. Guys, come on. Like, make it make sense. For real. God is not going to be mocked by her or anybody. You guys need to pay attention. It's not about just a vote. This is about innocent blood. And if there's one thing that God hates, it's the shedding of innocent blood. So before you go vote anything, please, oh Jesus, you guys better be aware of that. Because just like the pastor told the people in the congregation, the sheep, you're just as guilty. You are just as guilty.